What's up guys, my name is Squishyspud, and in this video we're going to take a look at Starcraft Remastered. More importantly, how it differs from Starcraft 2. For those of us in our 30s, or those who were just raised right, this video will serve as a reminder to what you already know. But if you're an avid Starcraft 2 player, and you've never experienced the game that started it all, I hope to help you realize the differences between the two games before you purchase. Now for those wondering why I'm not comparing the remaster versus the original anthology, that's simply because they're identical, aside from the graphics. It plays the same, so if you're already a StarCraft fan, the upgrade is a no-brainer. Well, unless you don't have an extra 15 bucks laying around. But if you would like to see the differences graphically between the two, check out my StarCraft Remastered units and structures videos. Links in the description. Also, one quick disclaimer before we start. I'm not a huge StarCraft 2 player, so I'm sure I'll miss some differences, and you may think they're meaningful, and if I do apologize in advance. If you can think of something, please don't hesitate to leave a comment, let me know. Please like, share, and subscribe, and click the little bell so the good old internet will let you know whenever I upload a new video. Let's do this. So first of all, the one that I can think of, the biggest difference is that StarCraft Remastered, as in the original, you can only select up to 12 units at one time and only one structure. In the sequel, there's no limit to the amount of units that can be selected at one time, making the deployment of huge armies a breeze, but also doesn't really enforce the use of macro controls needed to better more advanced players. Now this isn't me saying you can't macro control in StarCraft 2, but in the Remastered and the Anthology, you have no choice. If you want to move out an entire army, you've got a hotkey, 12 units per key, and macro across the map. And when selecting buildings for unit creation and upgrading, again, you can only select one building at a time. So if you want to make multiple buildings, build one each Zergling at a time, like multiple hatcheries, the only way you can do that is by clicking on each one, making one larvae, build a Zergling, and then going on to the next one, or hotkeying across the board. So if you want to have 4 hatcheries building, you'd have to hotkey 4 separate hatcheries. Then there is a difference in units and therefore some structures too. This may be a no-brainer for some, but others may have overlooked the fact that some of their favorite units may not actually be available in StarCraft Remastered, or vice versa. One of the most notable for me going from StarCraft to StarCraft 2 and also being a Zerg main, is the mission of the Scourge, a flying suicide anti-air unit with 110 damage. Now this unit is quick to morph, and similarly to the Zergling, they come in 2s, or 2 per larvae. These units, if controlled well, could obliterate an entire air fleet in seconds. Many a night, now that I play Protoss, they've been a menace to my old Protoss carrier fleets. So what I can recommend is using Liquipedia, and I'll link that in the description down below, to research the units available. Or you could search YouTube, I'm sure somebody's already done that. So moving on. StarCraft 2 has some built-in automatic macro control. Some examples of this is each race's main building, like the Zerg's Hatchery, Protoss Nexus, Terran Command Center, are preset to have all new mining units created, gathered from the closest mineral field. Expanding on that, you can also create a waypoint to a mineral field or gas geyser, and when the unit is built, it will go straight to mining. Now you can set waypoints in the remaster, but they are simply a rally point and will not command the unit to take any action once on location. A unit example would be a carrier in StarCraft 2. The carrier, thank God this is a unit that goes across both sides, it's my favorite. StarCraft 2, once the unit warps in, it automatically begins creating the interceptors, which is what it uses to attack. In the remaster, or the anthology, you are responsible for commanding the carrier, once it warps in, to build each interceptor individually. And also, expanding on that, the Fleet Beacon in the remaster has an upgrade which allows you to carry 4 more interceptors in the carrier, making it a total of 8. In StarCraft 2, you get 8 from the start. One of the cool features that I do like in StarCraft 2 over the remaster is that it does show you, it has a sight indicator for certain units, letting you, or should I say a range indicator, letting you know the able range of, let's say, a siege tank. So once it's in siege mode, it'll show you with these little, it's a circle, these little arrows kind of pointing, and it lets you know anything inside that circle can be seen by the siege tank. This would be very helpful in StarCraft, the original, because basically you have to use it by eye just to kind of know where it is. I mean, once you siege it, you'll see the fog of war disappear, and you'll see the units, obviously. But it definitely helps to know where your unit stands. StarCraft 2 is definitely the sequel to the anthology, and also, I guess, really the sequel to the remaster, adding new mechanics, 3D graphics, and replacing some units with new ones. But there's always going to be a special place in my heart for the anthology, and in some ways, I still find it to be the better game. I was super excited when I heard they were doing the remaster, and now it's here, and it is everything you wanted and more. It is exactly the same game with much better graphics. But that's it for me now, gamers. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please don't hesitate to drop a like and subscribe. Again, if you believe I've missed something, go ahead and drop a comment, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.